Disclaimer, copyrights enforced. The following is based on true events, facts, fiction, second-party observations, nonsense, hearsay, bullshit. You be the judge. One thing we guarantee is 100% pure entertainment. All names, places, persons, and things, etc. have been changed for privacy issues. This show is R-rated, may contain obscene language, nudity, not for persons under 18. Please listen responsibly. I'm ready, bros. I'm ready.
Welcome to Blow Hard, Talk Hard. Okay, now let's do that again.
Blow Hard, Talk Hard. Julian and Rymer.
Here we are live from the studio, downtown Toronto.
Rymer, enough of your nonsense. It took us 3 takes to get a ding-ding.
Right.
Anyways, we were having this conversation before. I think it's a little bit too outside the box to continue on this forum because, I don't want to get killed.
No.
But I educated Rymer a little bit about the streets, so he's got to wisen up a little.
Yes, that's right, ladies and gentlemen, the streets.
Yeah, you think
Look up from your cell phones when walking.
You think
can
it's
trip and fall and hurt yourself.
Yeah. That's what we were talking about, Joe. You don't slip and fall. No slip and fall. In the shower, you put those things, right? So you slip and fall.
Slip and fall. Yes.
The funny thing is, I don't have them in my house.
When I drop the soap, I just leave it at the bottom of the tub for safety.
I don't even want to hear. I'm not even
What?
going to comment.
That was like a prison reference.
Have you been to jail before? Just answer no. This is a good show. We're not bad people.
No, I've never been to jail.
Me neither. There you go.
Sorry, the long pause.
Yeah. Like, why hesitate? You haven't been, so you're going to pretend you've been?
Well, we'll talk about that in another episode.
Okay, we'll talk about the jails next time.
No, I've been good.
Let's go back to that continuing the sugar baby story, because I got that good one, the 47,000.
Yes.
Would you like to hear why I say 47,000?
Because that was the number.
What number? They don't agree to 47. Who agrees to a number? Why don't you just agree to 50?
Well, maybe it was going to be 50, but
so they lower. Okay, you know what? 50. No,
50.
48.
50, but plus, I don't know, GST.
Okay. So we make a deal, me and you, the girl, not you, the girl. Oh, you know what? I'm not giving you 50. I'm not giving you 45. I'm giving you 47. Like, who talks like that? What numbers are you? What do you ever get numbers like that?
Yeah.
You go to the bank and withdraw $17 or you withdraw 20?
Well, you withdraw 20.
All right.
And of course you're paying, exactly. Let's say there's, I don't know. I'm just coming with some bullshit here.
See, nonsense. Anyways, the reason is 47,000 was the cost of her rent.
That makes sense. There you go.
That's why.
Why don't you just say that?
Because I just wanted to have some fun with you. But
Make me think.
This guy here, this girl, she used to work at an agency, and then she stopped. The guy was a client.
Okay.
Took her away. Told her, no more. You leave. He loved her. He liked her.
Yeah.
Actually, I probably loved her.
It was a pretty woman scenario.
In this case, I think so, yeah. But again, he was trying to buy her affection. So he paid for her rent. He goes, you quit, go to school. I'll pay for your rent full. In Yorkville, 2-bedroom, fully furnished.
Great. Walking distance to U of T. That's wonderful. Great location.
I'm not too sure about that. I don't know what school she went to, but anyways, the rent.
Or Ryerson. But at Yorkville, she went to York, it would be doesn't.
So anyways, he paid the rent full, furnished apartment, like a high-end place.
Yeah, Yorkville is ching ching.
Yeah, and he paid for the full year cash. I don't know if he paid cash. I mean, that was a bullshit lie. He paid for the full year one shot. So I think the rent was like $3 something a month.
Oh, that's gotta be nice.
Well, it was for the first month, and the deal was he was a very nice guy. Once a week, dinner, and
cuddling.
a little banging after. This goes back to the whole story about the player from back in the pros hockey player. Remember we said about the girl that was, she retired, then she went up to work at a chain bar?
Yes.
She also had part 2 that I didn't mention, because remember I said I was going to bring it back into the groove here?
Is this the same girl?
This is the same girl. Like after this guy, the hockey player, she went back to the agency and then back to the sugar daddy who told her to quit. So then a month or 2 went, and then she stopped again, and then went with this guy.
So wait. So she's with hockey player.
Yes.
But before that, she was a sugar baby?
No. After that.
After that, she's a sugar baby. And then...
They break up with the hockey player.
Yeah.
And then they take, she comes back for 2 months, And then they take a 2-month thing. Then this guy goes to see her a few times. And then he makes her the deal or the offer to be his sugar baby.
Right.
And that's how she gets the... So this girl's had 2 big scores in a year and a half.
And is she now like hitting this guy harder than she was a hockey player? Is that just...
Oh, that's right. The revenge thing.
The revenge
I'm gonna give it to you harder. Yeah. Well, supposedly, I don't know about the harder. We never really got it. But it was only a month. But they started arguing after a month in.
Why?
Again, remember I told you earlier, it looks good on paper, it sounds good. Why? This guy was a nice guy in his early 40s. She said he was ugly as shit, whatever the fuck that means. Her words, not mine. He was not a very handsome fellow, we'll say.
Okay.
But again, no problem banging the guy. But the problem was...
Beauty is only a light switch away.
That's very true. But the problem is with your nonsense again, I don't even know that. Oh, you mean turn off the lights?
Yeah.
Bag over your head. She's better from far, far from good. What's that stupid saying?
You know, everybody looks better with the lights off.
I guess, yeah. That definitely makes sense. I just don't get it though. You ever turn the lights off? You can't even see what you're doing. Like, what the fuck?
You can't see who you're doing. So
that's the whole thing though. What's the point?
I've been told in the complete dark, I look like Marky Mark.
Marky Mark. Nobody in this generation even knows who the fuck that is.
Mark Wahlberg?
I know who he is, but they don't call him Marky Mark. The Funky Bunch, back in the 90s.
Yeah.
You're showing your age, bro.
But then
you're not even that old.
I was like, oh my God, it's Shrek from Save for the Bell. Shrek.
Okay, so this guy, remember she used to go to those fancy restaurants with in that Yorkville area with the player.
Yeah.
So now this guy gets her the place in that area. So remember said they want to go for dinner.
Yeah.
So I thought about this. She fucked up. She could have said that this guy wants to go to that place for dinner.
Nice fancy high-end place.
But she doesn't want to go now.
No.
Because she's gonna get spotted by some one of those big guys, and she's gonna feel embarrassed.
Oh right, her friends
she's gonna,
and shit like that. Yeah. Okay.
Well, one of those guys sees her. You know, the guys from the past is gonna say, "What the fuck?"
Yeah. It's like, oh, we know your ex-boyfriend, the hockey player.
Yeah, it's embarrassing.
Yeah.
So she basically.
You're with this ugly guy.
That's right.
What's she gonna say to him? What's she gonna say to him?
I don't know.
Like, what kind of excuse?
No, well, that's what I'm saying. See, I thought about it. She should have
my
said,
uncle's friend.
She should have said, I can't go to this place because my sister works there or my niece works there as a waitress. She's going to spot us, whatever. She didn't do that angle. No. She said, like you just said, if they see me with you, they're going to know, and, you know, they're going to figure it out. So the guy got hurt.
Okay, heartbroken.
Yeah, because she could have played it smart and did the right words, but she chose the bad mistake words, calling it, like, I'm going to be embarrassed seeing with you pretty much.
Right.
No, we can go anywhere you want, Pizza Hut, wherever. Yeah, dinner's on me. You know.
We're going to order in KFC.
Yes, the works. We order pizzas. Even though she'd even go to any place, but just didn't want to go to those places, those nice high ends. But the way she phrased it, the guy felt insulted. Mm-hmm. He goes, I just paid $47,000 for you to live and go to school. And you don't want to have a dinner with me, like in a restaurant? Because what, you're embarrassed? She's not embarrassed to fuck him privately, like, you know, bang him 10 times, whatever. But she didn't want to be seen for 2 hours. Now, what the fuck is that about?
So, how did this go down?
Well, let's analyze before we even go, how did it go down? Because I just want to see, like, the people, like, who's right, who's wrong. Like, he paid $47,000 once a week, and he respected the rules. And a lot of guys don't respect the rules.
So he's made a contract. They've agreed on these terms, going, hey, $47,000, you're going to school, you and I are going to hook up.
Once a week.
We're going to have dinner once a week.
Dinner and fuck once a week inside
you get the apartment all to yourself all you want,
party,
friends
over,
drink, study.
Whatever, you know. Bring your boyfriends, I don't give a shit. I'm just going to see you. Well, that's implied, right? Like, you know, if you want to have, she has a boyfriend. But again, other guys won't agree to that. They agree to it, but then it changes. But she insulted him, and he got upset. The thing is, I paid $47,000. What do you want?
Right, and she's probably going, well, you're right, but
that's the deal. Too bad. I'm breaking that kind of part. So now, if I give
he's like going, but come on, it's only like $1,700 a swallow, and she's like,
that's right. I said for $47,000, you fucking fuse me. I will make you. You should be underneath the table sucking my dick in front of these people.
Right.
Right.
Trying to read a note.
Pat's writing stupid notes. Okay, you're ruining the flow of my conversation with these notes, man.
She's being shallow.
She's being shallow. Oh my God.
Wow.
She's not being shallow. She's being a bitch in a sense. Because if I paid 47 grand, I'll repeat it. You better be sucking my dick underneath the table. I don't care who walks by or notices you. But in her eyes, no.
Yeah.
So,
Beats working a day job.
well, it doesn't even be working. You're living in paradise. You know what? So she hurt the guy. Anyways, now you're asking me who's right, who's wrong? Like how did it end?
Well, first off, who's right, who's wrong? So we feel that okay, they can both, they're both right, they're both wrong.
She is, well, the deal was made to go have dinner.
Yeah.
There was no regular rules on where, but I guess at the end, she threw it to him. If she would have phrased it differently,
Yeah.
he would have understood
Sure.
and went somewhere else. But the way she made him feel, he got upset. It was she basically said,
Ashamed,
I
embarrassed, going, yeah.
can't be seen with you. You're like a fucking yo-yo. People are going to realize that, you're fucking, I'm doing this, right?
Yeah, I'm doing a favor.
I'm charity for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm your sugar baby. And you're my daddy, but you know what? You're too ugly.
Who's this? This is my daddy. But we've met your father, I know, but this is my daddy.
Yes. So the guys walk by, they notice her.
Yeah.
Hey, hi, who's your friend here?
Yeah.
He's my dad.
They look at her, they smile, they look at him. Whoa! Who's that guy?
Daddy.
Is that the elephant man you brought with you?
Anyways,
Yes,
who's
not
right?
an animal.
I'm not an animal.
Jeez. So, and then he, on the other hand, okay, he feels.
Okay, it's everything goes to shit now. We'll skip all the nonsense, the humor where the daddy, hey daddy, or I'm not an animal parts. Yeah. He gets pissed off. Now, different ballgame. Now his attitude is firm, strict. You know what? Fuck this shit. Place is under my name. You're out. You want to punk me off?
Yeah.
That's it. You want to play hardball? You're out. You're gone.
Does she apologize?
Sorry. The guy got like evil. That's it.
Oh,
Fuck
shit.
you. You want to treat me like this? I could play the same way.
What happened to the apartment?
Took it back. I don't know if he obviously fucking kept
refund?
it. I don't know if you get refunds in a 1 year lease, but whatever. Anyways, I don't know what they maybe give to somebody else. I don't care. I don't know about that. But
I'm just checking if it's still available. I'm looking for a place to rent downtown Toronto. It's covered.
to rent it, you just give it to you. Just bend over once in a while.
Yeah. You know,
and make sure you go to that restaurant. But
I'll join him for dinner, but I ain't going home.
But again, she said, so he got rid of her, but the bad thing, what he did, there's one thing that you should never do.
Right.
Which is remember the street talk conversation we were having earlier? What don't you do to people like that? What don't you do in general? What's the rule?
You don't insult them.
Oh my God. No, you don't rat on people.
Them.
You don't rat on people.
Oh, yeah, of course not. That's the rule number one. You don't even have to mention that.
Well, I just did it. You didn't fucking go with the flow. But anyways, he ratted her to her family.
Shit.
Told everything. The arrangement, the escorting, the everything.
Oh, that's low.
Well, the family got hit hard. The mom,
course.
yeah, of course. They're good people. So at the end, it was a bad thing he did.
So he reached out to the family, said, "Hey, listen, I met your daughter online.
Yeah, pretty much.
Doing this.
Pretty much.
Yeah, I've been paying her.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I don't know if it's exactly what he said, but he pretty much said what she does.
That puts him in the wrong camp, personally. Yeah, that's
again, he sucked out. That's why, you know what, vengeance is a bitch. You gotta make sure you don't fuck with people, because even to the girls out there, I tell you guys nicely, respect these guys, because these guys have become possessed. They can do things. I'm not saying they're gonna hurt you, but they can do like moves like that and destroy you like that. I personally rather get punched out than fucking be ratted out like that to my whole family, like especially if it's a big secret, right?
Yeah, and they'll never look at you the same way again.
Exactly. Yeah. Will they? Won't they? I don't know, but it ended very, very ugly. And that's how she ended up working at the chain stores, at the restaurants.
All right.
So the sugar baby thing, again, looks great on paper. It was a good deal. She makes one wrong word, like one phrase, not to go to that restaurant because she doesn't want to be recognized with him.
Yeah.
He takes it personal. Game over. I pay this much money, and you give me this kind of respect. See ya.
Yeah, disrespect.
47 grand. I told you, man. I give you 47. I don't give a fuck if the president walked by. You better be on that table in front of the president, the American, whatever the fuck. I don't mention his name. But you know what? When he's walking by, you're sucking my dick in front of him for 47 grand, and he's gonna look at you and go, "Good job." He's gonna clap. That's what I want for 47 grand.
Well, the U.S. president apparently pays a lot more. But
okay, beep beep. That one's a beep beep. That comment there is a definite beep beep. Anyways, Yeah, it ended up ugly, but we got some more crazy sugar baby stories. That one there, 47 grand. He, for a dinner, to be embarrassed, but then he turns around and fucking rats her out like a bitch. He's the bitch I'm referring to.
Yeah.
And he ruined her pretty much. He mentally ruined her.
That's shitty. That is a shitty
Terrible thing. Terrible. I agree. So before he was right,
yeah,
I said, but then after, but what he did, how he finished it, how he ended it, he's in the wrong now.
I look at this. The contract was broken when she said no more, like, we're not doing this dinner. Sure, she might have suggested elsewhere, but the contract's broken at that point in time. Okay, I would understand if it was then going, hey, listen, you're out of the apartment. Sorry.
Which she did.
Yeah, and she was
End it.
And that's it. But it doesn't say anywhere in that contract, and then I'm going to punish you further.
That's exactly why I just said that note to the girls out there. If you do this job, which we all know, whatever, it's all respect. I have no problem with any of this escorting, whatever. But don't these guys be afraid. These guys are obsessed sometimes. When you got a guy like that, you see, that it should have been over there. But what he did, he took it to the next, one more step.
Yeah.
To tell everybody, and then what did that accomplish? Nothing.
Yeah,
he just did it for spite, just to hurt her more.
Yeah, just to show that he's a big dick.
And that's the thing. He was a big dick because before I was on his side. At the end, I'm on her side
for sure.
Actually, yeah, I'm on her side for sure. Yeah, it ended bad. Anyways, let's take a little break.
Yeah.
Need a little drink just to relax. Looking at your face is kind of tiring. All right. Julian and Rymer will be right back, guys.
Turn the lights off.
All right, people. Talk to you in a bit. Julian here. Much appreciated for listening to our new 2020 podcast, Blow Hard, Talk Hard with myself. That's Julian and his co-host, Rymer. If you like this particular episode or any other episodes, or we hope you enjoy all the episodes, please hit the like button, subscribe, leave a comment. We appreciate feedback, good or bad. We are also located on all your favorite podcast platforms. Just so you guys know, we're on iTunes, Spotify, YouTube, etc. Simply search Blow Hard, Talk Hard on your platform. You'll find us. That's Blow Hard space Talk Hard. And if you want to get a hold of us directly, please email us at blowhardtalkhard@gmail.com. Our website is www.blowhardtalkhard.com. You can always listen there, take a peek, see what we're all about. Our Twitter, same deal. You can follow us, look at all our posts and see what's new and what's coming at blowhardpod, at blowhardpod. Please follow. And Julian, speaking for Rymer as well, we're out, people. Stay safe. Have a great week. Yes, listeners, it's Julian's rant. This is, we'll say it's sports related. We need a little bit of sports uplifting news due to the corona being taking it all away from us. I personally am a Montreal Canadian hockey fan. Say what you want. I really don't give a shit. Good or bad, they're my team. April 16th, 2019, we took a road trip. Me and my three friends, we went to Montreal to watch the game. It was the last game of the season. Montreal was playing Toronto. A little history. I've seen Montreal play Toronto 20 times. Every time I've gone, Toronto has beaten Montreal. Yes, 20. I'm 0 for 20 live at games. So if you ever wanted to make a bet, bring me along. You bet Toronto, you win. It's pretty funny, but it's true. So anyways, that game there, Toronto was always leading by 1 goal. But Montreal had their junior lineup up. They had their new rookie, Ryan Poehling. So Toronto was up 2-0, and we were sitting pretty much almost at the bottom center ice. And there was a man there with his 2-year-old kid, like a little kid, in front of us, wearing a Leafs jersey. Who gives a shit, right? No big deal. So Ryan Poehling, it's 2-0 Leafs, whatever. Montreal, that guy, Ryan Poehling, scores. We go, we went crazy a little bit. The guy looks at me, and he gives me that look. He turns around and gives me that evil eye look. I didn't say nothing. Next thing you know, second period, Ryan Poehling scores again. Second goal of the night. The guy looks at me, and he goes, "Sir, my son is with me, please." And I just looked at him. I go, "Okay, no problem." Now, third period rolls around. Toronto's winning by 1. Ryan Poehling is on the ice. First time NHL game. The building is in Montreal. Everybody's going mental. Ryan Poehling scores a beautiful goal. Everybody in the building went bonkers. Hats were flying on the ice, everything. What happens? If we were going crazy ourselves, this guy turns around and he looks at me, and this time he has the nerve to speak to me. Big mistake, right? He goes, "Sir, do you mind? I have my 2-year-old son with me. This is inappropriate." I looked at him, I go, "Sir, do me a favor. Go fuck yourself. This is a sporting entertainment. This is a game. We pay top dollar like you did. I don't know what the fuck you bring your 2-year-old for anyways. Everybody's throwing hats, having a fit, going crazy." He just turned around. He didn't say nothing. I guess maybe he got nervous. Now the game goes to a shootout. I think it was 5-5. So what does Montreal do? They decide to give it to the rookie, Ryan Poehling, to see what he can do. He gets the puck, he skates down nice and slowly, bang, scored on the crap leaf goalie. I forget who it was. Anyways, it doesn't matter. He scores, the building goes mental, erupts. We start going mental. But again, no swearing. We're not acting like assholes or anything like that. We're just yelling, he turns and this time he lost it. He goes, "Sir, I told you." And I fucking went nuts. I go, "Sir, I told you once, I'm going to tell you one more time. If your kid wasn't here right now, I'd break your face." They scored. They won. Everybody's going crazy. Look around. I don't know what the hell you expect me to do. Why don't you go tell off 19,000 other people? Because if you say one more word, I might pop you one in the face. That's how rattled I was. "You're ruining my experience. Beat it before you get it." And then he looked at me and he was like one of those kind of guys. Obviously, big mouth, no bite. Bark, no bite. He turned, grabbed his kid, and they left. My point being is, what's the big deal here? We were acting like civilized people, cheering with the fans. I'm a Montreal fan. I finally got them to see the win. The rookie scored all these goals. It was a great time for the rookie player. We had a great time. But this dad decided to buy his kid, 2 years old, one of the best seats in the house. He's never going to remember this probably anyways. But he almost got a good beatdown if it wasn't for my composure. Anyways, just Julian's rant. Everybody, make sure you don't take 2-year-olds to sit at a game in front of me. Julian, out.
My husband was killed in an industrial accident and I am so lonely. Perhaps Pat the producer would be willing to help quench my erotic desires?